Hello, everybody. We are here. We are live. Thank you for joining us. I am Hunter Miles, your host. This is Where Is This Going? A podcast about probably people you most likely don't know, but you will hopefully soon grow to love and or appreciate at the very least. In the studio today, we have three lovely individuals, the most we've ever had in the studio. But we have three lovely individuals here to talk about the Lakeshore Bazaar. We have Jair Driesenga, of Brother Adams. Okay. We have Levell Turner. Turner?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's awesome. Levell Turner of Lionheart, the CEO of Lionheart.
Howdy.
And we have Jenson Smith.
How's it going?
Awesome. Jenson Smith I know as an artist. That's all I know.
I'm a musician. I'm a folk punk musician, and I'm getting into art.
Nice.
Yep.
So a vendor and artist, an art vendor. Wow, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. So, yes, and we are here to talk about, like I said, the Lakeshore Bazaar happening next Saturday, October 24th, correct?
That's right.
That is
1 to 6 p.m. or
1 to 6.
1 to 6 p.m. Awesome. And located where at?
It'll be at the Tulip City Brew Distillery.
Awesome.
On 17th Street.
On the south side of Holland there, near Hines and Kings Cove.
That's
what
by
I was
Kings
thinking
Cove, yeah.
In that area.
Yeah, so we're going to be outside in the back lot there, right out there. I mean, I think they're going to have the big garage door open. They got a thing like that, and they've got a bunch of little games to play. And so you can we're going to have Spice Boys out there.
Hell yeah.
The food truck, so you can get tacos. And apparently those tacos are fire. I haven't been there, but that place has been there, and they've been hopping. So
My favorite. I love tacos. I swear to God.
you get your drink on. There's going to be music. There's going to be live music at this thing.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's going to be awesome, man.
Bunch of dope merchandise. Bunch of dope vendors.
Hell yeah.
Coming from all over the place in West Michigan.
So speaking of merchandise and vendors, merchandise being, Lionheart is a clothing company?
No, Lionheart, I actually own that. It's my design, my creation. Everything I put forth is all me.
Awesome. Yeah. So it's everything coming from you.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So I guess what can you give me more of a breakdown, I guess, of what Lionheart produces? Okay,
well, for us, it's just it's a clothing line striving to make quality clothing for not so much, like, we don't want to charge the public $100 for a sweater. Right. But we do want them to have a sweater that they could put in the washer and actually enjoy and want to take to the cleaners and put and that's basically the basis of what I'm trying to bring.
Oh, yeah. Clothes that are classy but can go through the wear and tear of life.
Exactly. And stand out at the same time. Like, you don't want to put on a sweater, like, you don't want to support something that you don't actually like to wear. Hell yeah. Most of the time, you'll buy a shirt and then you put it in the closet like, I was just supporting. Right. I want you to actually want to go to the club.
Yeah, something you want to put on. Exactly. And especially, not to say that there's people capitalizing right now off of black-owned businesses, but there's people who will just one time make a purchase to support, and that's all they're doing. They're not like actually going to support that artist. It's more like that.
And gratefully, I done had like so many return customers.
Hell yeah!
Like I shout out to all my supporters to Lionheart. I love all of y'all.
Hell yeah, man! And that's true support. I love that. And the art being vended as well. Is that all original art? I would assume from you or other artists.
So what we're doing is we're kind of our thing is a little more of a one-time thing, at least for now. We're it's gonna be original art from me, original art from my friend Tristan Odemelon. He's gonna have a lot of pieces there.
Dope. I love Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan.
Went to high school with Tristan.
Yep. Yeah, he's killing it. He just does a lot of black stuff. I do a lot of like poppy art stuff, and then I'm gonna have 3 other artists.
A lot of black stuff. Tristan is the whitest kid to
so what you're trying to say is he sags his pants.
Right. No,
what are you trying to say, bro? Just come out with it.
You are going to have to elaborate a little bit.
Did anyone out there take that like that?
I mean, that's just what I was hearing.
Hit us with a comment.
Especially with the kid's name being Tristan, you probably weren't expecting. He does like a lot of black art. So black art meaning what?
I was thinking dark.
I was thinking dark too. Yeah, just because that was I had to go there because it couldn't be.
I didn't want to write.
Yeah. So like kind of dark art or
it's a lot. It's a lot of black.
So
pen.
hip hop, like
No.
oh,
wait,
okay.
black pimps.
It's oh my gosh.
So
No,
it's
okay.
actually black art.
So what he's out here doing is it's literal black. Okay, the color black.
Yes.
Right. We'll start there.
He does work
Pen,
with.
black pen and pencil, just pencil.
Oh,
that's
okay.
dope as fuck.
Different
All right.
prints, a lot of animal stuff.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of
Damn,
different
that
stuff.
sounds-
Seems
But,
like it's like a tattoo inspiration to what he does. would you
yeah, he
say?
does a lot of
Okay.
traditional stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
dope.
So
Yeah.
he's gonna be doing that. I do a lot of like just more poppy colored stuff. You know what I
Right.
mean? A lot of cartoon stuff.
And you're
Oh,
gonna have, well, dude, and he has the most killer fucking like sticker collection from all over the fucking place.
do
I
have
saw
a-
that
Curated.
on
I
Instagram.
have a crazy
curated.
amount of stickers.
You make
Dude.
I do not make stickers. I
Curate stickers.
curate.
Okay.
And
I've
I-
been
and I
collecting stickers and selling stickers, and I don't know what it is. I like it.
I'll let the government figure that out. Go ahead.
No, you gotta check it out. You gotta check it out though. He's got a lot of vintage, like weird, like Disney.
Oh yeah, not
some-
vintage, but they're all. I have way too many alternative Disney princesses.
Yeah, alternative. That's
I'll
the word.
even give some of them away for free.
If you want to check out the
I
collection.
have too many of those.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have buttons. And what else are you gonna have, dude?
I'm gonna have
Prints.
buttons. I'm gonna have merch for my music, and I'm also I'm gonna have 3 other artists' prints, which are a couple friends of mine, and I'll have their names up and stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
And so people will be able to buy those and check those out. And I'm actually had some friends that give me some stuff to give away for free.
Fuck
for
yeah.
advice, so.
The reason I was so open and happy that Jair approached me to get this event basically on the podcast to promote is because this event, the Lakeshore Bazaar, is like a physical manifestation of what I've been trying to do here, which is giving artists otherwise unknown a showcase, a platform to get everybody, to see their art, and I know I only have so much of a following, and Holland is only so much of a large, small city, but to have the chance to take the resources that we have and be able to use that not only for our own promotion, but the promotion of other artists who may not be getting that light is something you love to see, I think, as an artist. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. And I understand there's a third or another part of the production that's not here. Rags to Ramsey.
So yeah, Rex to Ramsey.
Bruce.
Oh yeah, Bruce.
Bruce. So Bruce couldn't make it today. He's gardening.
He's gardening.
But
Beautiful.
shit. No. So Bruce and I met through my open mic. He's the bartender there.
Right.
And man, we just
Also
worked.
where we met.
That's right. That's where we met.
And
man.
me and Bruce.
Nice. Yeah, I
much
was
of
gonna
my
say
community-
Bruce seems like he's definitely a social guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's much into networking.
I actually met Bruce socially.
Yeah.
Like I think at a club or some shit, and like we've been tight ever since because the vibe was just so dope.
Hell yeah. And then those entrepreneurial spirits and creative
hell yeah.
minds. All,
Eventually.
like,
Yeah, he's a
years
thinker,
later,
man.
though, like yeah.
well, yeah, man. I think that's destiny. Just bringing back, creative minds. It's that
Absolutely.
attraction.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Remember that cool thing I said I was gonna do?
He said he's gonna light up a cigarette as soon as we put ours out, and he's doing it. He held to his word.
I
I'm
was
like,
just gonna say
unlike Bruce, who's not here. Not right.
Beautiful
So,
segue.
no, so I love Bruce. He's one of my best friends. And here's the deal: Rex Ramsey is really cool. You got to check out the stuff he's doing. He's also a curator of sorts. He's curating
Right.
all these vintage fashions.
Hell
You
yeah.
can check out his Instagram. I think it's just Rex Ramsey on Instagram.
Okay, yeah, I think I have it.
I think it's RAGGS2,
Yep.
and then Ramsey RAMSEY, something like that. Anyway,
It was amazing how quick he did this too, because
what's that?
the Rags to Ramsey thing.
He really busted his ass. This whole COVID thing has put a lot of I think entrepreneurs I don't know, they're hustling
Maybe
right now.
it's-
I don't know what it is.
I don't know if it's giving them the time,
Something, yeah.
like in
Actually.
separation to actually devote focus
But
to
I
it.
feel like if you're not doing that at this point in time, what else is you doing?
What else?
Exactly.
doing?
As an artist, if you're not if you have the time, especially, and that's what most of this has been. It's been time to take either take a break from the stresses of life, and I think once you do that, you have time to actually focus on what you're passionate about.
Because I got a story about a girl named Deja. As a matter of fact, she was supposed to come, but unfortunately she busy doing. She just opened up a spa. So
Oh, for real?
shout out to Sweet Divine, but
Oh yeah.
Sweet Divine.
yeah, she actually quit her job, like, and just went full force, and I salute that focus. Like, you know what
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
saying? Use it, utilize the time.
Right. I mean, I wish I had more time away during this time. I didn't get a break so much as most people got. I was working at as an essential worker somehow. This is what essential looks like, folks. I want you to know that.
Look at it. Right in the face.
Right in the face. This is essentiality. Essential. Anyway,
Look at it.
look at it. But I didn't get any time off like all through COVID stuff. We were like, our hours got increased after we were like deemed essential. They were like,
Oh, man.
oh, we're filling up the
Not
schedule.
even increasing the pay.
No, not at
Right,
all. Well,
of
no,
course
they did, and then
Oh.
they just started making also deductions off of people's pay. It's all fudged up. But
Always.
I'm leaving that job, so I'm not going to put him on blast yet. But
Cheers to that.
thank you.
Sir.
All right.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, that's distant. I got long arms, but that's too far.
Cheers.
But you all know I work for a moving company. I don't want to put them on blast, but for now we'll still call them two people in a vehicle. You can put the strings together. But
You work for Hertz?
Jew Hall.
You know Royal? You know Royal?
No.
He actually worked for them, and now he on his own moving company, Prolo Moving.
Really?
Yep, he moved on for them because he didn't like the way they was treating him.
Exactly, and that's I think with
Too
that
many in
line
the
of
vehicle.
yeah, two people in a vehicle, right? And I think a lot of times that's a major disservice those companies do to themselves is mistreating their workers who they do learn a lot and they learn how to run the business better. And if you don't listen to them, they're just going to go do it themselves.
dude.
And that's what this entrepreneurial spirit, that's what, especially in these times, people have made, the efforts to do.
There's a couple I need to give a shout out to, actually. I don't know if you guys have gotten the tip on either of these, but Outlaw Roasted Corn is one here in Holland doing some killer. Today's their last day, so I'm bringing it up at a weird time.
Oh, dang, you really suck.
And the weather's kind of a shitty day for their last day. It kind of sucks because they were doing, but they were doing like they still got to get a shout out. They still need some love. They still need some love. But they were doing elote. That was kind of their main thing, and they were just doing some crazy versions of it, real stonery versions. Rolled in Takis and like with nacho cheese and stuff.
Man.
Rolled in hot Cheetos. Rolled in Doritos.
Oh, now you really suck because now I'm really interested.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they were doing a loaded baked potato that you could get with corn and bacon and all this shit and guacamole. But anyway, so check it out in May when they finally come back. But maybe they do catering or something though. Who knows? I hope they do.
Outlaw Roasted Corn.
Outlaw Roasted Corn. Check that out. And then there's also Street Chef's Shaw. Have you heard it?
I've heard of that one.
You've heard of Street Chef Shaw?
fucking real.
I can't hardly say that. That's
Street Chef Shaw.
Sally
Street
sells
Chef Shaw. Street Chef
Chefs by
Shaw.
the Street
I got
Street
3
Shaw.
times fast.
I read that today on Facebook. I tried like 15 times and I give up.
Yeah,
I didn't, and then I was like, oh, it's just 3 words. you
It's
know?
just 3 words.
Street Chef Shaw.
That's an alliteration
I'm sorry, it's fucked.
for any Mr. Barber fans out there. It's a Zealand joke. Yep, sorry
I didn't
about
get
it. So,
Went to Zealand?
Yeah. So, Jared, where are you from again?
I grew up in this area, Holland, West Olive is kind of where I mostly grew up, and then now I'm kicking in Zealand, and it's really open-minded here. It's really diverse and multicultural.
Where are we talking about?
You're right. No, I've been a fan of that part of Zealand my whole life.
When are we gonna march? That's all I'm trying to say. When are we gonna march? I've been talking about it. I contacted Black Lives Matter in Grand Rapids. I'm like ready to go, and I'm just like, and I'm kind of nervous. I'm like, I don't want people to fucking like start Googling me and like looking at my search history and like finding out what a shitty person I am in secret when I'm like trying to virtue signal with this motherfucking protest.
I'm afraid that
Can you
people
do
are going
it?
to actually realize this is a whole virtue signaling effort, and they're going to be turned off to the event.
It's scary. Anyway, if you see something, say something. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh my god.
But also with that feeling in Zealand, I feel like Zealand, if anything, if they were to do a Black Lives Matter march, a lot of people would see it as that. So that's that's an apt observation.
I know it can feel that way. All this stuff can really feel performative, but at the same time, I think there's important optics matter.
It is though, kind of like.
Go ahead.
Oh my bad. I
No,
didn't cut you off, but I think most of it is just like a charade, propaganda. I mean, the ones that's trying to make the moves is the ones that's probably you don't see. Those is the people
that is true, right? That is true. That's always how
but
it
don't
is.
get me wrong. I appreciate the protesters, the people that's really going out there risking their lives. You know,
Right.
But we all know that the bricks in the fucking corner wasn't a coincidence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's not. Yeah.
Ooh, this is going down an interesting path for this podcast. Let's go.
But I mean,
Right.
well,
I
wait,
feel that,
the bricks
though.
in the corner, meaning that they were planted by
We know these guys
the
that
powers that be,
the
or
powers
know.
that be. We won't say George Soros, but
Right.
it's this going there. But if we're gonna go there,
we got routes.
Yeah.
We got routes. That's all I'm saying. Where did you grow up, Levell?
I actually grew up in Muskegon, Michigan.
Muskegon. So
Muskegon Heights, Michigan.
Trump was just
Okay.
out there. Trump was just out
He
there.
was just out in your hood. Oh, I thought you said I was support. I thought that's what you said. I was supporting there.
Nah, not at all. But no, I love my city. That's probably what inspired my hustling mentality. Like that's a place where like you have to make it out. Like you know what I'm saying,
Right.
Or you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've spoken to Muskegon Heights, or not Muskegon, the Muskegon Big Reds football team. Spoke to them about drugs when I was like just fresh off of doing drugs.
Yeah.
It was a rehab thing. But it was super fun, except for there was a lockdown while we were in the Big Reds school. Like while we were in their auditorium, there was a lockdown because there was some shots fired.
And it goes there. And the thing is, it's like from being a kid growing up there, it's like, okay, either I wasn't that good to play basketball. I mean, I was a dope in football, but, you know, how far do you go in that? It's a billion people trying to play football.
Exactly.
So I'm just glad that I used that to, you know, my hustler mentality that I grew up out of Muskegon. Matter of fact, I was partly raised in Holland. As a matter of fact, since 15 to 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm familiar with the chicks. I played against the chicks.
I'm sorry.
They whooped our fucking ass. I was salty
Exactly.
about it.
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
Like
No. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh yeah, you much older than I.
Yeah. How old are you?
No, I'm 24.
Okay, yeah, y'all suck now. No, I'm
I'm 32. I'm also 32 for the record.
I'm fucking around.
I was gonna say I never knew how old you or Jair you were at all. I can't tell ages anymore, especially from being with.
How old is
It's deceiving when we're still trying to be
32.
cool at our age.
32 too?
Yeah.
You?
32,
I'm 25.
Okay, so.
You go. Oh, I thought you were saying. Oh yeah, him. No, 32 too. 25.
But let me shout out Holland too before we get off the subject.
Oh, of course.
Because Holland taught me a lot too about just being a businessman, displaying yourself a certain way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
a
saying?
Dutch place will do that to you.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
But you gotta have to be a businessman around here.
I mean,
Take the good where you can get
You
it.
at least have to present yourself a certain way to move around here.
Yeah.
And
What kind of culture shock was that coming from Muskegon Heights
I'm gonna tell you,
to Holland
if
of
we
all
being
places?
honest, and hopefully nobody get offended, I never knew Mexican people was really in
Holland?
Michigan.
Oh,
period.
in-
like
Wow.
in the United States, period. I seen my first Mexican chick and I was astounded. Like, wow,
I was like,
Were you
Dios
astounded
mío.
by beauty or just astounded
the
to see
like
a
just
Mexican?
to see them and just to hear the language and like. But then I ended up being a best friend with like a person from like Laos or something like that.
Oh yeah,
And just
that's
that
also
was,
very common in this area
and
too.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
That was the biggest culture shock because where I'm from, it's just all black.
Right.
All black. You get a couple of white people, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all black. Drugs. That's it.
Damn. Well, I know Holland. It's. I want to say that a lot of the Mexican families do come from. No, I don't know. There was an influx of jobs here, so a lot of people were just looking for jobs here, and we have farms for migrant workers as well. There was also a story recently in the news where an Ottawa County apple farm was mistreating their migrant workers, and so I know this is a hot spot because it's a lot of farming stuff. It is a hot spot for migrant workers, like potato farming and stuff like that. So I maybe not in Muskegon, I guess.
Nah.
That would make sense. A lot of blueberry farms around here, though,
definitely
do.
not a lot of farmland in Muskegon. It's a lot of blocks, but
Yeah, a lot of blocks. That's fun.
not enough farming.
Did you grow up here in Zeeland, or
I did not. I
Lucky
actually,
you.
I was born in Jacksonville, Florida. I grew up there for a little bit, and then
Lord.
that's a much different environment than here.
and then I moved to Indiana, like middle, not Indianapolis, but Richmond, Indiana, right to the east.
So, right to the east of Indianapolis, or
Yeah, so it's on the border of Indianapolis and Ohio.
Okay, I was thinking West Illinois, but okay,
Corn town, man. Grew
I
up
was
in
gonna
corn country.
there's a lot of Southern accents in Indiana. I
Yeah.
realized I didn't expect at
Some
all.
of my friends from there, I bet you can't understand a lot they say.
Yeah.
I promise.
There's
you
a
that.
lot of-
I know it's a slur sometimes.
Exactly. There's people from Tennessee and people from Indiana that had almost very similar accents that I've met, and it's very scary.
But yeah,
Because you realize the South is a lot closer than you thought. It's like they're creeping up.
Sam Adams.
Right.
Yeah, Sam Adams. Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up there. And then when I was, I think I have your lighter. When I was 15, I got my GED young because I was a fuck up, you know.
But also to get it young, and
That's pretty. Yeah, it's
you can start
forward-thinking.
doing
It's
stuff
proactive.
then.
Yeah, man, I started traveling. That's kind of what I did, doing the whole hitchhiking thing, hopping trains. I did that forever.
I
Right.
want to know more now.
From 50, yeah, I want to know
Yeah, he's got a
more.
good old story. That's the reason.
I have a long story, but I started it first, then I got picked up, went on Warped Tour for a summer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just doing like a roadie thing. These guys taught me kind of how to play bass. And then after that, they dropped me off, and I was staying at a house. They kind of housed up travelers in Niagara Falls, New York.
Oh, hell yeah. I did a
And,
missions trip
It
there.
was like that area and Buffalo
Same
area,
thing.
and back and forth. And then I just kind of met some people that I started hitchhiking with. They put me on a train. We kind of did that whole thing, and then I don't know. It's funny because you really realize how fast time flies. Because after that, like, I started to learn to play instruments and like just traveling. Got really into that scene and the punk scene. Lived way too many different places for at least a couple weeks.
Right.
And then that's kind of what I did until I ended up here. I actually met someone you probably went to school with.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Ethan.
Yep.
I met Ethan, and then I was just hitchhiking, and he picked us up. We were hitchhiking to Las Vegas, and him and Amber, who he was dating at the time, they drove us to Las Vegas, and they just kind of came on the road with us. And then I don't know, a lot of stuff happened in between there. Hawaii, with some people from here.
That's the life of a traveler.
And then I just kind of ended up here, man.
It's a weird place to end up after all that.
Right,
I'm
after all
sorry.
that, that's what I said.
Right. You
And I don't think
mentioned.
I'll stay here that long.
I was
but
gonna say I wouldn't.
All that
it's
culture was
definitely-
exhausting. Had to come here.
Right.
This is, I will say, this whole area is like the closest thing I've had to a home probably my whole life. So
Really, it's because of the
Give it to you.
retirement
That's dope.
feel to it. I guess.
I kind of want to retire in Richmond, Indiana. I think,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa built the house there. I know it's goofy, but my parents live in it. Eventually,
I
think-
feel like
I
I'm
think-
going to.
I feel like I'd like to live in that house and
Right.
make it nicer. And
Hell yeah.
keep it around.
That's
Is it
dope.
on farmland?
Yeah, that's
or-
not goofy.
No, but it's on enough land.
Why is that
It's
Yeah.
on enough land to ranch on, man. I
Oh.
keep talking about being a
fuck,
rancher.
yeah.
Emily keeps laughing about it. Well, she loves the idea. But
Right.
It's just like I get overzealous about it. I'm like, horses, cows, chickens. Like,
Hell yeah.
Because you don't necessarily look like the rancher type.
I
Maybe it's the
Right.
tattoos.
dude, I've worked on
Remove
lots
the
of
tattoos,
farms.
and then immediately you would change your mind.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right.
I've worked on lots of farms. When I put on my bibs, dude, you'll be like, what? is going on
Dude,
here?
Jensen and
Country
Bibbs
as
is
hell.
where it's at.
And
I gotta
all
say.
it's missing is
gotta say.
the hay stalk coming out of his mouth. The
Jensen and
Oh, I
Bibbs
don't
gets you
need
some
that.
busking money
I
quick.
look like I look like the guy you would call Bubba, and I don't say that proudly, but it's just what it looks like.
I look
bro.
like my name should be Bubba.
There's some
it.
Bubba.
That was my mom's
yeah.
nickname when she was a kid, dog.
You-
No joke. That's what she
usually-
says.
You usually don't get that proudly from a female, so I respect your mother's confidence. I like that.
That's
like
mad
that.
swag. Rocking Bubba as a female,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I didn't have any nicknames growing up, except for some names that aren't politically correct anymore.
Oh my
I
gosh.
guess. But also Marcy is what my aunt called me because my middle name's Marcel.
Oh, okay. Right on.
That's about it.
I dig that, though.
And it's all right. It's enough to remind people I'm still black.
That's true.
So it's enough.
Mine was few.
Yeah.
Apparently, I had to be reminded I was somebody's nephew. That was short for nephew.
What up, nephew?
Nephew.
Also, few just sounds like it's lazy.
Yeah,
No
man.
offense.
You can't just say nephew.
Hey, what up, few?
But the crazy thing is,
I like it now that you say it like that.
Yeah.
And look how they
Now I'm
dressed
on
it up,
board.
though. They say, "Oh, just because it's not many like you." I said, "All right, I'm gonna
You're one of few. I don't know. The few, the proud.
Yep, I'm gonna take it.
All
But
right.
there's a few like you though. Just,
There are a few
you're not
like
one
you.
of a kind.
You're
Pretty close.
one of few.
Pretty close.
You're not one in a million, but you're one of few.
Not too
Wait,
bad.
I don't know if that's
Not
any
too-
better.
Doing the B plus.
So I personally don't have that much time left with you guys.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got a heart out.
I do want to get a couple. I mean, we got some time, but
Yeah.
I do want to get a couple things out while we're here.
Of course.
On the topic of Lakeshore Bazaar.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Oh, dude. Direct us.
So
We need direction.
I know you've already you guys have had the talk. Your fans, I'm sure, have heard it. But anyone new hearing this, your band is playing, right? I feel like I've been a little misconstrued.
There'll be a casual appearance. I don't want to get too much into it. It's not gonna be
Brother
a full on.
Adams will be around.
This is the thing. It's not going to be full on. There's going to be little 20-minute little sets from each of the acts that are going to be there. So Jenson's going to be performing live. We're going to have that Dead Poet out there
Yep,
doing a set. Jared. Love Jared.
Yep.
He's also
Awesome.
also getting him on the podcast here next month.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Is he going to perform?
Huh?
Is he going to perform?
On the podcast?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be a thing we do
That'd be
now.
cool. That'd be
Just because we will be having guests in the future. At
Yeah.
least one do that. We'll see how it
Yeah.
goes. Definitely.
So Jared will be out there. I think he's going to be doing I don't know. He was talking about maybe doing some new stuff. I know he's been doing a little more singy stuff as
Yeah,
well.
he
That's
talked to
pretty
me
cool.
about some stuff that he's collaborated.
You guys are tight?
With Jake Walker. No, we had just talked about after the post.
Oh, okay.
We've talked before. We've met dear mutual friends, as I do with basically any other artist
Gotcha.
in the West Michigan area.
There's so many dope ones, too.
Dude, for real.
It really is.
Speaking of, like, Jared was saying that him and Jake Walker were collaborating on a project.
Yeah.
And talking about coming on here to talk about that. And that would be fucking dope, too. He also just had a kid. Jared did. So shout out to another dad. But yeah, I need you. Who else is... So they're like 20-minute
There's gonna be small little
musical
performances.
sets?
It's gonna be kind of casual. I'm gonna be bumping a lot of tunes in between.
Oh, yeah,
Probably a lot of hip hop.
DJ, right?
So I've been So speaking of Jake, I've been working on beats, kind of on the low.
Right.
And
Some weird funky stuff.
Some of it's weird and funky in not a good way. Some of it's funky in a good. Some of it hits. But I'm gonna sneak some of that in there, I think. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna play like some hip hop and all that stuff. I want it to. It's gonna be a fun vibe. But anyway, this event's all about local, empowering local. So I'm certainly gonna have some local artists on.
Hell yeah.
In that mix of music. So that's gonna
Like
be
pictures and stuff, or
Yeah. You can get your pick. Whatever you want on there.
oh yeah,
And
I
they bust it right out.
like
I
screen
love
printing.
screen printing.
Yeah.
But it's probably vinyl. 'Cause
Okay,
You
yeah.
can't just make screens on the spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I worked at a flea market in Georgia, and we had a lot of people in that flea market who did they do it in like 20 different ways.
Right.
I have one shirt that's vinyl, and it's just, I love those shirts. So especially like memorabilia, you know.
Right.
But there's a million ways to do it, so I don't know which way they're doing
And
it.
we also have another one, the Timeless Treasure. She making like canvas pictures also.
Cool.
Oh,
You know
hell
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you can, like you said, memorize it. Any type of picture, it comes straight from your phone, straight to the canvas. You walk away with it.
That's
So you can
Hell
come
yeah.
and shop actually. Like, you
for
know,
real.
Nice.
That's dope.
And there is also there's gonna be a shop. It's actually a good friend of mine and Jair's
Yeah.
called
MK
MK
Ultra.
Ultra.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's our friend M. She's doing all kinds of. I mean, I was just thinking about saying this, and I was like, where do I begin with that? She's making
Right.
custom
Very
ashtrays, rolling trays, anything you need to smoke or for your
A lot of weed related
yeah.
your
gear.
creepy friends,
great
because a lot of
stuff.
creepy stuff, some bones. I mean,
hell yeah.
it's awesome jewelry.
Yeah, it's really
choker
stylistic.
necklaces.
See, I
Definitely.
didn't know which way it was gonna go, whether it was weed related or conspiracy
I was gonna say
related.
she make it out of hemp, right? Is that the one?
Wait, what?
No,
No.
that's true though. We do have so we've got a bunch of different local like clothing entrepreneurs.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
we got Levell here with the Lionheart. We got what is it, Royal?
Royalty. Yep,
coming out
Gucci
with
clothing.
they kind of got this like athletic kind of vibe going. If you go to the events on Facebook, that's the place to find the main kind of event page. So just look up Lakeshore Bazaar in Holland. You'll find that.
Yeah, and Jake, can we put a link to that in the
that'd be great.
description of the YouTube video as well? Awesome.
Because I'm putting little pictures and information for all these vendors and artists in there.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So you can check all that out and kind of get an idea of what everybody's bringing to the table. But I mean, like Levell here, like he's got some badass sweatsuits.
Yes,
Dude, the pants, I gotta get some of those sweats, dude. I actually kind of want the whole suit, but I feel like I don't know if I can rock that. I don't know if I can rock
You
it.
do have to be a
Solid
special
That
kind
would
of
be
dude right
different,
now.
but-
Solid the confidence.
I tell you, he also thinks I can't rock it. I can
Exactly,
tell.
that's all
by
that
that
was. He's
response.
I'm gonna say, what if me and Jay are both bought a matching sweatsuit?
We're gonna get him for
You
the
and
event.
Jared?
And, yeah, me and
Yeah.
Jay
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
around just like.
We're gonna get him for the
Yeah.
event.
Rapping.
He
That
said
would
rep it,
rep it, bro. That's free
Yeah.
publicity. Free publicity. That would also be just a dope sketch. Just to even just watch you two walk around town in, I'm guessing a pretty hip hoppy sweatsuit.
Yeah, there's a hip hop vibe to it.
I mean, but actually, we got
pretty accessible, right? Super accessible.
Hell yeah! I can't
Yeah,
trust
yeah.
myself with a white hoodie though. That's all.
That is
Everybody
true,
say that.
man.
That's why I've been switching the colors up a lot too.
He's got
And
it
I
all.
also have we also have somebody else coming, Rick Rock. He actually
Yes.
a local barber. out
Styles by
here.
Rock. Yeah.
Yep, Styles by Rock. If you familiar with Nefty, he cut
Yep,
hair.
yep.
They work in the same shop. So he got a lot of his material. He actually sell drip hair pomade on Amazon. So he'll be coming with some of those, some
Hell yeah.
slippers, some merchandise.
Yeah.
And if he was lucky, you might get a nice cut at
Right.
the same time.
Shit.
You know?
It's a beautiful environment for vendors to come together as well, because not only artists but people who their art is their business, their art is their product, and especially for it's so versatile hair products and stuff like that. It's things that everybody needs, everybody can use, so everybody can find value at this event.
Exactly.
I love
I
that.
do think it can be a good time for all different kinds of people.
Hell yeah.
I think
this
that
is for
location
everybody.
is key though. I think that location was the dope.
That's a very diverse part
Tulip
of
City
Holland
Brew
too when you
Distillery.
think about
Hooked
it.
us up with this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this came
Yeah.
together, and Spice Boys is always out there, so that works out in our favor.
Right.
That's
I've
gonna
had
be great.
their tacos before.
I mean, this came together really organically, and really all it is it really. I mean, Rags Ramsey is the start of it. Bruce kind of had this idea. He since we've worked together in the past on a lot of stuff.
Right on.
He reached out to me, and next thing you know, and I know him and Levell were the beginning of it. I know they were talking originally. It comes over to me now. We're rolling. Now we're getting all this different vendors and a mix of stuff, which was what's
Right.
nice because Bruce has got a whole different
That variety.
circle of friends and stuff and entrepreneurs in his world than I do. And so the mixing of that, we have all this alternative stuff. We have this street stuff. We have athletic wear. We've got hair care stuff. We've got
That's the
art
dopest
and
part about
crafts.
it for me.
There's
Yeah.
everything here, and it's
Me
going to
and
be a
him
mix
probably,
of culture.
I mean, not to be like, you know what I'm saying, let's just say us.
Don't you
we
go and
maybe-
judge me.
No, I'm just saying,
I'm just
like,
fucking with
we
you.
probably would never speak. Like, you know what
Right.
I mean? Me and him would probably never speak unless we end up at the same
Yeah, there was
event.
no reason
And
for you guys to
was
cross
no
paths.
reason. Yeah, and
Exactly.
now
That's
I know
right.
this dope individual, he done been through some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now when I see him, I can respect his craft and as well as him. Like,
Right.
I done heard his music
back at
dope
you.
as shit. His sister singing on it. The
Right.
one with the ching ching. I'm just hoping that you perform that.
Yeah, we're dropping
hoping
the
you
one with
do.
the change. Yeah, we're dropping speed. I know.
Are you
I know.
gonna do that? Wait, everyone pause. Jared, are you gonna do
Are we gonna perform that?
some of your fun? Did he show you the one me and him? Did,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, me and Jenson did one.
did he show you the one me and him did together?
Bro,
I haven't
Wait
showed
till you
any
hear
of these
that
guys
shit.
any of them.
No.
He heard a little bit at Bruce's.
Me and
Lavelle
Jared
did.
done some rap track together.
I'll
you
show
know?
y'all.
shit.
I'll show y'all before we leave. Maybe I'll give you one to put at the end of the.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
At the
throw
end
it
of
on
the
the
whole-
audio.
If you did, that would be awesome.
Audio
'cause
only
you
version.
can't get it out of your head, dog. Me and
So-
Jared, like,
So like I said, yeah, I've been doing some beats, man, and
Hell yeah.
it's been fun. But
you hear it, man.
if we're trying to get my sister to perform that stuff, that'd be crazy if we did that.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
see. I know I'll at least sneak some in, while I'm kind of DJing.
Right.
It is
So
gonna be-
Yeah, it's
They'll-
got to be
they'll-
thrown in.
There'll be a few artists out there too that I are, maybe aren't fully secured, so I haven't mentioned them yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, there'll be a mix of hip hop. There's gonna be some folk out there. There's gonna be some like alternative rocky stuff. But then I'm gonna be playing a bunch of hip hop, a bunch of local like alternative rock and stuff like that. It's just gonna be both those worlds. And
speaking of
all those
hip hop,
worlds,
local hip hop,
Yeah, all of those, definitely.
me and Calmink actually have made a few hip hop joints.
For
right?
real.
Is that? Am I lying?
Jake, are you rapping on them?
Huh?
I am on a couple, yeah.
Hell yeah.
We've dropped a couple tracks, and they've also, I'm sure.
Wait, dropped them?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. They've been recorded. One I think was
closer tracks.
they're on Further Closer's Bandcamp.
New Direction.
No, we used to, not so much anymore. Anytime recently, at least that I've been involved. But we used to.
I gotta hear this. This is what we're doing after this.
Yeah, there's one recording I can maybe find, the very first one. Anyways, yeah, we're not great rappers.
Anyway, shout out to my sister, Kat.
Yes.
Who's on that track that he's talking about. The track's called Lunch Break. You'll hear it sometime soon. We want to do a video though. But yeah, Kat, aka Sister Adams.
Sister Adams.
Her Cash App is money sign Sister Adams. So hook her up, send her like $5 or $10 or whatever.
That's the only social media. Don't look for anything else. Just
Cash App.
Cash App.
Yeah. My sister, aspiring musician. We'll get her in the scene soon enough.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you coming out?
Yeah, I have a show on the 23rd, and I'm free on the 24th, from my understanding. So yes, I was planning on coming out for at least because I also have next Saturday off, which is lit.
Yeah, hell
and
yeah.
one in a
October
million.
24, 1 to 6, like we were saying, Saturday. Hopefully the weather hangs out for. It's been. The forecast is looking good right now, but I think we're gonna get the last little bit of this nice weather, and that's what we're trying to do. Take advantage of that.
Speaking of, what about weather? If this goes south, if it's pouring, it's blowing.
The good thing
kind of
is
a
we
plan B.
actually got tents. We ordered tents, so everybody will be secure. We ordered 2 20-foot tents, so you can still come in and shop and still listen to the music and wait out the rain, or
Yeah, we're gonna make
you
it
eat
work.
some good tacos.
That's
So
right.
hell yeah. So
right.
don't even worry about the weather,
Don't
but
even
we're
worry
hoping
about the
still
weather.
that
we got you covered.
yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day, I'm sure.
And look, we got Lionheart sweaters just in case you get cold.
Yeah, exactly. Even if that wind's blowing, shit, cover up.
Cover
Yeah.
That was smooth as hell. I'm sorry, I'm struck.
I'm struck by that.
That's the smoothest thing I've
By
ever
that
heard.
shameless plug. I am struck.
He just came in here smooth as hell, said that. Shit, I want to buy one now just because.
That's a smooth salesman right
If
there.
it rains, I'll buy one.
He's
That's our
creating.
deal. I'll shake your hand on
He's
that.
creating a
All right,
need.
If it rains, I'm
Because
buying
he's
one.
already got the product. He's creating the need.
If I
I
come in
actually
there,
bought some merch. Hopefully y'all can fit some. I can leave some.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! We'll check it out. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Where are we at on time? We're at 6:35. You good?
I think I got
we
my
can-
whole
we
point
can keep.
across.
I mean,
We can do.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure you
I'm
were.
good. I'm
all right,
good.
no one's
I just
I'll
waiting.
want
let
to
you
give
know where
one
to
more
go.
shout out to Bruce, man.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure we
wish
mention
you-
everybody.
Wish you were here, man.
Definitely
yeah.
wish you was here. It's been way more interesting.
What yeah, we did mention everyone, right? Let's look back.
For the most part.
Let's go over the list. It's us, obviously, all of us. Bruce,
Me.
MK Ultra.
We got Styles by Rock. We got Trident. That's what we were talking about. Trident is it's all hemp, like natural made clothing. Those guys are local. I don't know if you know comedian Chase Richard.
Yes, I do.
Richard.
Chase Richards.
But anyway, he has a podcast too, which I just did recently. And he kind of I saw that he did like some modeling for their clothes or whatever.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And so I put him in touch with Bruce, of course, and because Bruce is getting into that clothing world around here. So we thought they were perfect to have.
And I think that's how we.
They're forward thinking as fuck, and they're hustlers, and this is all hustlers. So it's cool to see.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
That's how being Bruce actually came across talking again. Because, like I said, I haven't seen Bruce maybe 4 years.
Right.
I've known him since, 2013 maybe. You know what I'm saying? He always been fresh, always been fly. But, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Bruce for doing the 360. Anybody that know Bruce, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But anyways, long story short, that's how we got into it. I seen the Houston jacket. He showed me a Houston Oilers jacket from Way. So I'm doing the thrifting. I got this rags to Ramsey thing going on.
Oh, the gear he has.
We going hand in hand
Rags
now.
to
You know what I
Ramsey.
mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, raps to Ramsey. My fault. Excuse me.
Oh,
But
no, you said it fine. When we were making that list, I said Bruce, and I forgot to say Rags to Ramsey.
Ah,
So
yeah.
I repeated
Oh
it.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
okay.
Keep that name out there too.
Yeah,
And Bruce is doing a lot of stuff out there too. I was just talking with another friend of mine, just talking about their venture, their like joint venture, and just the entrepreneurial spirit that's popping up here in Holland. You gotta love it.
And then again, we got Royalty Clothing. We got Styles by Rock coming out. We got Sonya Timeless Treasures with the vinyl. We got Shantae. She coming out with the custom T-shirts.
Oh yeah.
So y'all come out. We got Jared. We got on the tunes.
By the way, just to say it, we're talking about a lot of black-owned, you know, little small businesses here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
black-owned business with quality products.
With
And
quality products.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's the key.
That's right.
You will not be disappointed.
Right
I
on.
promise.
Hell yeah.
And then we got
Jenson
We
and
got us selling prints. And
okay. Hell yeah, dude. I'm so excited for this event. Also, I'm excited for Holland to accept it, like to experience it. That's
to
what
see
I'm
that
looking
it's
for.
more than what they, because I mean, unfortunately, I was in an incident. My brother was actually killed in Holland. Anthony Lamb. I don't know if y'all know.
Yeah,
him,
I've heard.
at the
Yeah.
hookah lounge or whatever. And with that incident being, you know, my name was dragged. You know what
Right.
I mean? I mean, newspaper being newspaper.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? No.
And small towns.
Yeah, exactly. But I just want Holland to know that there's people with actual, there's good ideas, good people with good ideas out here that just need a shot, just need a little bit of support, just a little bit.
Exactly.
And it can go a long
hard,
way.
man.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's hard to actually, like, you know what I mean? How can I feed my family on $11? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I might as well go into business by myself. So as long as I'm not out here selling dope, shooting, doing the crazy things that you expect me to do, why not support me? And I'm hoping that we get that support.
Hell yeah.
And wouldn't you want Holland to be known for more? Wouldn't you want
For more,
Holland,
yeah,
to be known for more, something like
Exactly.
this?
Exactly.
And I think it's a great opportunity for the city, and I love the opportunity that you guys are presenting for artists and vendors to get their stuff out here. Before we wrap up, is there anything else you guys want to promote?
Honestly, I think we
we-
got most of it out. I just want to say, like props to all these people that are coming.
Hell yeah.
All
Hell
the people
yeah.
that
And to
have
everyone who
shared
supports
the event,
local.
all the
Absolutely.
people that are going to be there vending music to Tulip City Distillery.
got you.
The biggest shout out, obviously, to Bruce and Rags to Ramsey for like pulling it all together.
Yes, sir.
And man, it's nuts.
Hell yeah.
And I will say, there's obviously and I'll say this: there's the we are still in a pandemic,
Right.
So there's gonna be the argument and the question of, oh, is it too soon? You know what I mean? Is it this or that?
Wear
You
your
know,
mask.
wear your mask. If you want a mask on, wear your mask.
Yeah, stay
It's
socially distant.
Heavily suggested.
And it's
I would
outside.
definitely suggest wearing a
We're not
mask, but we'll be
forcing you.
outside.
Right.
When it's necessary, put that mask on. Especially if you're going in the venue, you're going to have to put your mask on. That
Exactly.
kind of thing.
If I could add one thing, Royalty Clothing actually sells hoodies that provides the mask to it. So
That's straight.
Hell
That's
yeah.
dude.
Hell yeah.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
There's going to be lots of stuff
more
lots of stuff to wear for
innovation.
fall, that's for sure.
Yeah, more
Absolutely.
innovation in these trying times. That's what we love to see. We love to see creators. Oh
It's
yeah.
just super exciting, and as long as everyone remembers that 6 feet,
Right.
and does what they're supposed to do. That's why it's outside. If this was inside, it obviously wouldn't be a thing.
Hell yeah.
So we're just trying to provide a safe space
At the
in
same
that
time.
sense for everyone.
Right.
And at the same time, feeding that entrepreneur spirit to people, because everybody wasn't so lucky. Some people actually got fired from their jobs.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Some people had to go into providing
doubt.
for themselves.
Exactly. They were forced
They was
to.
forced into this.
They're forced into an
Forced to hustle,
entrepreneur
man. Exactly.
position, and we need consumers to be out there for these entrepreneurs.
Just
and
like y'all went and bought the tissue, come on out and buy it. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly. Come out and support these artists that are also struggling, and just these people. Local supporting local, build up your
That's it.
community. That's what we. That's what we preach. Everybody. There's
That's
no
what I
one.
preach, bro.
No one is adverse to building up your community.
No color, no size, no gender. It doesn't matter what you identify with.
Exactly.
We all live amongst each other, and I love that sticker you got. We all got to coexist in this world.
Exactly.
Especially in these trying times. We all need each other right now.
Beautiful.
It's it's really a unique taste of this area, that maybe you wouldn't normally see. It's really
Right.
cool, and I think it's important that these different scenes are meshing together. There's really a lot of power and people at these roots levels coming together like this, because we were all these small little guys, and now we're coming together. We got a big event going now.
Exactly.
The DIY
So that's
scene.
what's up.
Right.
This is
Coming
very
like
DIY.
Voltron.
So
Yes.
this is about supporting the people who will turn around and support you.
Right.
That's why they came together in the first place.
DIY is where it's at, baby.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. I mean, that's what we're all doing. We've all done it ourselves, and why not do it ourselves with another?
Shout out to you for the podcast too, because I'm heavy in the
Yes,
podcast
yes.
scene, and I love a dope ass podcast.
Oh, I appreciate it,
Shout
man.
out to you, bro.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do what the event is doing, and that's giving a platform to showcase all these awesome artists that I've met that haven't really gotten a chance. And I know I only have so much, but I'm doing what I can with what I got.
Hey, that's what we doing,
and I appreciate you guys for making it out. If you have loved what you heard, and I'm sure you have, you can go ahead and follow Jair Driesenga, musician, artist, open mic host. You know what I'm reading. Founder of Brother Adams, Elbow Room Open Mic, and Express Yourself West Michigan. You can find him on Facebook.com/Brother Adams, on Bandcamp at brotheradams.bandcamp.com, and Instagram at Brother Adams.
Check out that Facebook group too. It's dope.
Yes, and I've also been checking it out. Once again, that's Express Yourself West Michigan on
dope.
Facebook.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Levell Turner, designer, creator, and CEO of Lionheartattire. Follow him on Instagram at LionheartCEO. And Mr. Jenson Smith, I almost said designer again. Also designer? No, sticker creator or sticker curator. Sorry, sticker collector.
That's the first title you got to get.
I'm a
Right.
musician.
Right, musician, musician,
I need the
performer, artist, vendor. You can also follow him on Instagram at Uke on me. Correct? UKE on me.
It's a play on the word puke on me.
Right.
Well, uke for ukulele. I know how to play one of those.
He plays
Do you- I was
ukulele a
gonna say,
lot.
do you-
That's a big
But
part of
more
his
shit we
whole.
just do every second. Goddamn.
More stringed instruments are you into?
Yeah, I play.
I saw
well,
washboard.
I do love the washboard.
Oh,
I play
yes, he
mean
does.
washboard. I've been recently playing the guitar a lot. I realized recently I knew that I could play drop thumb, but I didn't know I could play banjo. I know the chords and I know how to play drop thumb, but I just guess I didn't own a banjo.
So you got to buy yourself
just
one of them
didn't own a
Get
banjo.
Joes.
That's what it was.
I was playing one. I was like, man, I wish I knew how to play this.
He's learning new stuff about himself, even.
Yep.
Look at that.
It's just like, that's how you play that.
The many
That
layers
sounds
of
amazing.
Jenson Smith. You
But
gotta love it.
ukulele's my main instrument. I know that's
yeah.
odd, but I play it in a drop thumb style.
No,
It's great.
That's what I,
It's
what I
really
go for.
great. It's something
Right.
to behold. I gotta say. I gotta say, as a fellow musician, that's what pulled us together. He came to my open mic and wowed the fuck out of me, and then now we're buds. If you're talented, dude, I gotta be next to you,
Right.
and pretend I'm that cool too.
You know what? That makes me feel better about myself. And also, we hope to see Jair on stage doing some comedy stuff here in the future.
Oh, dude,
Jair's comedy.
I can't tell
really
it. I
good.
can't tell.
Like I think it's
we're
hilarious, bro.
pushing it to happen. And if
do it, man.
if he won't do it on his own stage, we're gonna have him do it at Parrots Lounge, which you can find every Thursday at 9 p.m. at Parrots Lounge. Comedy night at Parrots Lounge. Follow us on Facebook.
Can I tell a joke before we go?
Oh, please do.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
All right. I have two quick ones, and they're both not good. So, first one is a normal classic for your preschool friends.
You got
Where
it
does
done?
the king keep his armies?
Where?
In his sleeveys. Also, here's
Oh, I got it now.
now here's a real banger for your preschool friends.
Oh,
What is the? Hold on. You haven't heard it yet.
You're not making us look cool, dude.
Where does the farmer?
We were being so cool.
What does the farmer say when he can't find his tractor? Where the fuck is my tractor?
And you can send that home to your preschoolers. Tell them to tell their friends.
Leave the word fuck. Sorry, I forgot I made the preschool joke.
But this has been Jenson Smith, Levell Turner, Jair Driesenga. I'm your host, Hunter Miles. Thank you guys so much for listening to Where's This Going? The podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube. And please, please, please RSVP to the Lakeshore Bazaar.
Yes, get going, baby.
Happening at Tulip City Brewstillery over on 17th Street on the south side of Holland on October 24th, 1 to 6 p.m. And we'll be sure to have the link in the description there for you. And Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll hope to see you next week. Bye.
Signing off.
Peace.
Woo!
Woo!